Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture just to see how those incidents may or may not affect our daily lives. Listen, I just got a notification. Well, it came early in the morning, but I wanted to come on here. I was going to record, but sometimes I keep telling y'all it's easy for me to go live and just go over it really quickly than to do all this, do the thumbnail right now and everything. I can do all of that once I finish this broadcast. All right, little housekeeping. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video. Share it to your community page. Share it with your Twitter page, your Instagram page, wherever it is that you can share your videos. Please do that. Please let everyone know that you know. Tell your friend, tell a kin, tell that heifer that you can't stand, tell your coworker that I'm over here making these videos. All right. What are we talking about today? We're talking about Lizzo and her current lawsuit that was filed. She has two lawsuits pending. She has one that's been filed by three of her dancers, and they sued several entities that are around Lizzo. And also, we have this stylist that has put out her own lawsuit against Lizzo and her company. Okay. So these are two separate lawsuits. I know that Lizzo went back in either it was in August or it was in September. She filed a motion to dismiss these lawsuits, saying that they were frivolous and they were doing all these things. Anyway, the judge said no. The judge said no. He threw out some of the things, but he didn't throw them all out. So we will review some of the charges that the judge had thrown out. But if you're not familiar, you remember back probably toward beginning of the summer, uh, three dancers, Crystal Williams, Ariana Davis, and Noel Rodriguez, sued Lizzo and her entertainment company, Big Girl Touring Company. They sued her. Her name is Melissa Jefferson, but she's professionally known as Lizzo. And they sued her dance captain, Shirlene Quigley. Okay. So if you're not familiar with the charges that were filed at that time, let me read them to you. Uh, Hostile work environment, sexual harassment, failure to prevent, this is the second charge, failure to prevent and to remedy hostile work environment and sexual harassment. The third one was religious harassment, and this was particularly against the dance captain. Uh, Failure to prevent and remedy religious harassment, and this was against all the plaintiffs, but particularly through the Big Girl, what is it? The Big Girl Touring Entertainment Company. Uh, Racial harassment, disability discrimination, intentional interference with prospective economic advantages, and number eight, assault and false imprisonment. Okay, these were the charges that were filed. So we're going to go through this People article written by Danielle Bacher and Angel Saunders. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. So it says here Lizzo's sexual harassment lawsuit moves forward after request to dismiss is denied. Uh, Lizzo's attempt to have this sexual harassment charge has been denied. Friday, judge ruled that the case filed by several of the Grammy Women's former background dancers in the workplace will go forward. The ruling was in response to an August 1st, 2023 lawsuit in which Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rogers alleged that they were abused, harassed, discriminated, and faced numerous workplace violations. According to what Lizzo stated, they were just disgruntled employees. You remember she said that she fired them and they were disgruntled employees. Uh, According to the attorney for the three ladies, they are pleased that the judge looked over the dismissal and did not dismiss the case outright. He did dismiss some of the things, but he did not dismiss the case outright. So they were very pleased about that. Lizzo and her camp saying that they were pleased about the same situation. Uh, that she felt like the judge knew her or understood where she was coming from, and they dismissed some of the charges. Now, there are charges that remain, including the sexual, religious, and racial discrimination charges, uh, sexual harassment, and the demeaning visits to the Banabar in Amstar and Crazy Horse in Paris, false imprisonment, and assault. Because you remember, they went to this burlesque show in Amsterdam, and she said that the plaintiff said that they were put in an awkward situation where they had to touch the dancers and all this kind of stuff, and she thought it was funny. And as you remember, do remember, not last year, but the year before, or it was earlier in the last year, Lizzo did an interview with the radio station talking about that, and she was all giddy about her dancers and her going to this show, and she felt like it was she put it in that air of it was empowering to do all of this, but the dancers are saying no, that's not it, that's not what's going on, it wasn't empowering at all. So I do have a copy of the lawsuit. And like I said, I'm just giving you an overview of what's going on via the People magazine article. I will do another stream where we will go over the lawsuit point by point by point by point. I mean, the ruling from the judge. And then, again, this is one of those cases that I said that I was going to follow. So let's continue on. Let's continue. Stefan Friedman, a spokesman for Lizzo, told Entertainment Tonight, "We are pleased that Judge Epstein wisely threw out all or part of four of the plaintiff's cause of action. Lizzo is grateful to the judge for seeing through much of the noise and recognizing who she is." It sounds like each party is saying a win is a win is a win. They believe that they've won. I guess Lizzo was saying instead of having 8 charges, she probably now has 3 to 4, versus having 8. And then the others are saying, well, we went for 8, we got 4, it's a win. So both parties are feeling like it's a win for each one of them. Okay. Um, so that's it. I will excuse me. Yeah, that's just talking about the incident. So last year, this is what was interesting that I wanted to kind of quickly go over. It says last year the singer attempted to have the lawsuit dismissed, citing California's anti-slap statute, known as that. Sorry about that, y'all. People call me at the wrong time. Uh, Last year, the singer attempted to have the lawsuit dismissed, citing California's anti-slap statute, known as strategic lawsuits against public participation, which is associated with lawsuits that threaten free speech. Uh, it's dangerous for the court to weigh in ham-fisted, constitutionally protected activity, Judge Epstein said, but it's equally dangerous to turn a blind eye to allegations of discrimination or other forms of misconduct merely because they take place in a speech-related environment. The singer and her dance captor, Sharon Quigley, will still have to face other allegations of sexual harassment, as well as accusations of racial and religious discrimination. The plaintiffs had also alleged that they were forced to participate in prayer circles. Davis and Williams began working with Lizzo in 2021 for the Amazon reality show Watch Out for the Big Girl. Rodriguez was also hired in 2021 after performing in the video for the singer's hit Rumors, but resigned in 2022. In August 2023, Lizzo shared a lengthy statement on social media denying the outrageous accusations. And you remember we read that as well. So, what do y'all think? This lawsuit's about to go through. This lawsuit is about to go through. I see a comment. Yeah, yeah. Hey, cat. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna get my cat on in a couple of days after I read through this ruling by the judge. I got a copy of it. I'm gonna read it through and go through it. I may do a live or I just may do it recording. I'm not really sure yet, just depending on the time that I have uh in my work schedule. So what are y'all thinking about this? What are y'all thinking about this lawsuit? What I am interested in, and I don't know, maybe because it's my background, I'm quite interested in this religious harassment. I'm also quite interested in this the girls going to this Amsterdam burlesque type show and them talking about being held captive and made to touch the dancers and stuff like that. So I'm interested in the legal aspect of how they're getting through, how they're going to get through that. Now, the stylist is a separate lawsuit. They did not mention the stylist's lawsuit. I am not sure if she's continued to pursue it or not. I haven't seen any information on. If anybody's seen any information, hey, just leave it down in the comments for me, okay? Wonderful. Again, I came live because it's easier to go live than it is to record, than edit and do all those other different things. You all just gonna get me raw and in charge. All right, people. We do this every week, every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share if you care. Please help me get to 3,000 subscribers. Once I get to 1,500 subscribers, as I've told you, I am going to do a $50 giveaway. So please tell a kin, tell a friend, tell your coworker, tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos. And as always, people, hey, unapologetic simmer. Yeah. Well, she put in a dismissal and so it kind of died down, but it has ramped back up again. So we're going to be following this case because I think possibly it could be because California is one of those. Well, California used to be one of those states that televised because I remember seeing the O.J. Simpson trial. We didn't get to see the Tory Lanez trial. So maybe we get to see this Lizzo child on television. I am not sure. But anyway, I'm gonna go on and get off here. Please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell that coworker, tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos, child. And as always, people, bye bye.